right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fox.
We also have Karin Zoe Lee. How are you doing tonight, Karin?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
And of course, we have some wonderful, amazing people, which we will get to. All of the people. We got just a total party line going on here.
Let's do a little call out here. Benny Grid, you're there?
Yes.
I'm here.
I mean, I answered,
right,
but
perfect.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to be talking about your album. So, hey, welcome to the show. And of course, all the way from, I guess, South Turkey, right? Barzon, Onan.
Yep.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, guys.
And all the way in Amsterdam, we've got Taa Flo. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. And
Thank
from
you so
Vienna, thanks. We've got David from Lucid Dreams.
100% connected. Great to be here, guys.
Yes. I'm surprised you didn't join us with Lucy's voice tonight.
Well, she is with us in digital spirits.
In digital spirit. And again, we've got Karin on the show. I just want to remind everyone, we are live, so if you're in the YouTube chats or the IRC chat on nightride.fm, say hi, because we like shouting out names. And we're going to be talking about Benny Grid's album, Parallax, tonight.
Just a killer album, and very full, chock full, as they say.
Dude, 20 tracks.
20 tracks is, like, insane. Now, you could have, like, made that into, like, a double album, and, like, I don't know, like... When they make double albums and they
Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Volume 1 or... What was it? Guns N' Roses that did that, right? There's like, we got so many damn songs, we got to figure that out. But yeah, it's great. You got some great covers on it. You got some great originals. And I feel like you have just a guess on every song. So like, it's just chock full of...
I love what's that track, Locket? It's by Bending Grid featuring Bending Grid.
That's something I would do.
That was clever.
Anyways, you know what? We are chock full, and I know it's late for some of you guys, so we're going to kick off with the second track off the album, because let's just get one out of the way. This is a slam banger.
Slam banger, for sure.
Yeah, so this from the album, Parallax by Benny Grid. This is Party in My Time Machine, featuring Jolie from Italy, I believe, right here on Night Ride FM.
Where galaxies collide
And that was Party in My Time Machine by Bending Grid featuring Jolie. And I'm already going to get like names messed up, so I do apologize in advance because that's what I do. That's my superpower. I mess up names and I sometimes know things. But that's I got that one right, I think. Right, Jules?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Jules, how was your weekend, my friend?
My weekend was pretty good.
Weeks?
Well, yeah, weeks. This past weekend, I went hung out with Dana Jean Phoenix and
look at you.
Taurus 1984 and Michael Oakley and Mecha Michael.
Oh, you're just name dropping now, and you're just bragging.
Yeah, a whole bunch of artists now.
Putting it out there.
Her and her other half were visiting from Wales, so they invited a bunch of us for a little retreat at their parents' cottage.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
How cool.
A meeting of the synths.
Yes,
The great
and
synths.
let's Benny Grid.
Yes.
How has your couple of weeks now? 3
Yeah,
weeks
got to be
since the
pretty
album
exciting,
launch?
right?
Going pretty good.
Yeah. And what's the weather like down in South Carolina?
Oh man, it's been hot and sunny. I look like a lobster from yesterday going to the beach.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it just spiked like the temperature kind of like all around, and I mean Texas is already like with heat warnings, and New Jersey's just like a freaking oven, and doesn't take long before spring kicks in.
What's Vienna's temperature like?
Well, somewhere between, say, 20, 25, so moderate,
Nice.
fairly okay, I would say.
Yeah, about the same as Toronto. Taa, Amsterdam, is it
Yep.
warm?
So just like half an hour ago, I was completely wet because it was so strong rain.
Oh,
wow.
So you get the humid.
Yeah,
Sorry?
it's wet.
Do you get humid weather?
Yeah.
Lots of rain and lots of water.
It's most of the time, of course. It's like in London. It's super rainy.
Right. Like kind of, I guess, Karin, Seattle is similar.
Oh yeah, rain all day.
I feel like it's just like the Australians that really get the short end of the stick, because their summers are our winters and our winters are our summers. So like they're probably just like freezing mad crazy now, and we're just all laughing with our
Barzon,
bathing suits.
what's the weather down in South Turkey?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, I bet. Are you next to like water?
Yeah.
Like an ocean side?
Yeah, like it's like 50, 60 steps from where I live.
Yeah.
To the Mediterranean Sea.
I was watching your socials, and it looks like you're living in paradise.
Oh yeah. I actually moved from there to another paradise, of course. You know.
Oh, of course.
close to there, but still next to the sea. I can't live without the sea.
God, wow.
It's
okay.
56 steps, you said, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same every day, or do they differ?
I think it's part of his workout routine, right?
Depending on the tides, I guess. But other
Depends
than
on
that,
Yeah, that makes perfect
depends
sense.
on how much he had to drink and then the night before, and sometimes like
dude,
56 steps
then
for
it's
me.
Not step,
Yeah.
then it's crawling.
Right. It's 3 steps, and then you're just crawling the rest of the way.
So
Oh, yeah.
I checked the chats, and let's do some shout outs. First of all, the Pizza King down in Sydney. It's cold down there. I guess because it's down there, the winter's starting.
Yep, that's it.
And poor Craig. It's
Shout
been
out.
pissing rain down there.
All the Aussies
Oh.
freezing their buns off.
So he's in Perth, Australia. So let's do some shout outs to the folks in the chats. First of all, hello to our Aussies. We've got Hearts and Beta and Craig Pacman who are in the chats, and the Pizza King who's over in the YouTubes. So hello, thanks for
Pizza
tuning in.
King.
We've also got Distarian all the way from Poland. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the sound check too.
Yeah.
we've-
Much appreciated.
Yeah, we've also got Karin and Bending Grid who are in the chats. So if you want to ask them anything, feel free to.
Yes.
We've also got Bellastar in the IRC chats.
Very
And
nice.
Animal.
Animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Animal.
Good old faithful Animal in the
We
chats.
are live.
We are live.
Oh, and David from Lucy Dreams has jumped into the chats as well. So
There you
ask
go.
him anything you like.
That's
All right.
it. We're all lurking and turkey and whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
So I rattled off all the geolocations. One thing I want to ask, Benny Grid, this is your album, but you've got all this amazing talent on it. Taa, Barzon, Lucy Dreams, Karin, have you guys ever worked with each other before besides with Benny Grid?
I can only say that I have never worked with any of the artists, but it's an honor to be with you on the same record. And on this occasion, I'd like to say thanks to Ben and Grid for uniting such an amazing and inspiring bunch of artists.
My pleasure.
Taa, have you worked with Barzon at all?
No, not
yet.
yet.
So you guys are like, it's kind of like, it's like, I don't want to say an eclectic because the album is very cohesive. You know, it's just, it's got a wonderful flow. It's got just so many amazing tracks, but I feel like, yeah, it's kind of cool when you have so many different artists. So, some of the artists I've never heard of, and some of the artists that I are household names, and it's just really cool to see so many great artists kind of coming together and really putting together just an amazing album. I think it's kind of cool too that you guys had put together like covers, and so you're giving a little bit of it's actually a really good, I would call it like not a stepping stone, but like when people are unfamiliar with synthwave and you're like, what's synthwave all about? Like, you can give them this album. You can say like, this is a good representation, because it's gonna have like songs that they may recognize, like of course Vampires by The Midnight, but then like it's got so many great originals and so many different diverse, you're gonna have your female led synthwave vocal tracks and male-led vocal tracks, and I think it's just a great representation of what synthwave's all about. There's got to be a few. Are there any instrumentals in there? I'm trying to think.
There are not.
Wow. I was gonna say, well then, you did make half the audience angry.
There you go. I have a feeling there'll be a Parallax, the instrumental version.
There it is. That's the key.
That's a fact.
That's the old way to make them happy.
Let's dive into one of the tracks. So Dennis, you ready for this one? We're gonna play "In Love."
Yes.
I'm in love with an android.
Yes, this is a banger.
When we come back from that, Barzon and Karin, we're gonna talk to you guys. Get to know Barzon,
because we have a little cameo on this one, I believe.
Question for you, Jules. Did you see the lyric video for "Party in My Time Machine"?
Yes.
Oh, you did. Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
You saw the surprise ending?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, we're going to unpack some of that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and give this a spin. Once again, you want to set it up, Mr. Jules?
Hells yeah. So, off this 20-track album, this is track number 15, I'm in Love with an Android by Ben and Grid, and it features Karin Zoe Lee and the vocals of Barzon Onan right here on Night Ride FM.
Android technology has advanced significantly. Artificial intelligence has far surpassed the Turing test. Our moving, thinking, and speaking is as fluid as humanity. The year is 2984.
Circuit break, heart shake, silken shape, curves take me. Circuit break, heart shake, silken shape, exotic curves that quake me. Electric eyes, subtle guys, quantum leap, novel, sweet. Electric eyes, mesmerize, quantum leap, never running deep. Longing you, I'll fall.
And that was In Love with an Android with Bending Grid featuring Barzon. I'm not going to say your last name. And KZL.
Barzon Onan.
Onan. Yes, that's...
Barzon Onan.
I could have done that
I
one.
get progressively worse at pronouncing my name.
I'm
It
kidding.
started perfectly and then just went to shit.
Then just
okay.
leave it to me to butcher. That's, like I said, that's what I do. Yeah. Barzon. Yes.
Yes.
No?
Just call me that jacked guy or something.
So
Oh, my
we got to ask you,
Yeah.
Karen. We're going to talk to you as well, but Mr. Barzon, you've been doing music for how long?
I think it's been near 20 years.
Wow. So you're seasoned, for sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, do you lean to a particular style of music? Because I know
Oh, of course
I've
not.
seen you do like the metal and the covers of rock and metal.
Yeah, my main love is with metal music. You know, progressive metal, heavy metal.
Yeah. You definitely have that
all
sound.
kinds of.
That's why he fits so well with synthwave.
Yeah.
Like, I
Oh,
think 50% of the artists in the synthwave scene come from a metal background.
really?
Yeah, they ditch the guitars and they pick up synthesizers, but there's still a metal vibe to them.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I love nearly all genres. Good music is good music for me. I mean, I even did some ethnic stuff, that is special to Turkey and southern places as well. And I do throat singing, overtone singing. I love all.
Wow, you do Tron singing?
Throat singing, like
Oh, throat singing. Yeah.
Oh,
like
my
this.
God. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Why does that not surprise me?
That's crazy.
yeah.
Is that like a... So that's what they call it. They call it throat singing. Now,
Yeah.
is that done... Because that sound, I mean, obviously, it just...
So primal, right?
It's very... It just, like... Even, like, through, like, the headphones and all the
my
way from
God.
Turkey, I feel like the ground just shook in New Jersey. Is that done through, like, any other type of, like, apparatus or horn or anything like that? Or is it just, like...
Oh no, it's just my voice.
You just do that, and then I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, like, or you can do the overtone
Wow.
thing, singing two
Yeah.
notes,
Oh my God.
Two notes at the same time. It's amazing.
That is
So much fun to do.
so much power in your voice, mate. Can you just be part of the show? We could just because we need that power. Because I got none of it. But
Hearing it.
Come on.
we're gonna bring you on for every show. Also, we have KZL who provided some of the voice for that as well. So how did that get done? How was the connection with Bending Grid getting that together? I'm
Well, I
not
was
sure.
one of the first people that he reached out to when his first release dropped, so...
I don't even know. Is that a Bending Grid question or is that a KZL? You guys can both answer that. How it all came together. So Bending Grid, you contacted KZL and
Yeah, I contacted her. I actually made some notes, but right when I was starting synthwave, I'm like, "There's this place called Night Ride FM." They're like, "Oh, welcome this KZL person to our new show." I'm like, "Okay, let me write her name down." And then when my first release came, I reached out and that was it. So
that's awesome.
So
need some narration and a little tie to the community. So I was like, "Hey, KZL, you want to be on In Love with an Android? You will make it with Barzon, although in Android form, but."
Right on.
I got a question. Karen, Barzon, did you guys hear each other's part of the song
No.
before? Like who? So you
Oh,
didn't
no.
hear Barzon's? Oh.
Mm-mm.
So
Let
Bending
me tell
Grid,
you a great story about that.
go.
When Bending Grid first sent me the song and I was singing it, because I didn't know Karen Zoe Lee, I ad-libbed the line, "Who the hell is she?" And he kept it in the song. So,
Really?
He told me about that. Like, yeah, leave it.
It's in the
That'd be
song?
funny.
yeah.
Oh my God.
You're a great listener, by the way.
I'm terrible. it's been a long week. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's
well, here's
cool.
the thing. I had 20 songs to catch up on, and
you're absolutely right.
it's just that the album is so huge. Like I listened to the album. I think I listened to it twice today. Like the album back to front, front to back, and still like there's still so much to absorb with all the music. It's just of course I would play. We played a couple of the Ben and Groot songs on the show, but I don't think we played that one, or did we, Jules? See, I don't even know my own show.
Yeah.
This is my
I
problem.
think we did. No,
That was Rad Warrior.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah.
I think we played Rad Warrior.
Because I felt like every week it was like just it was a ton of stuff, and I'm like,
there's a new Ben and Groot.
I don't even know where to start, So start at the beginning, I guess.
Barzon, I gotta ask you, are you a member of a band?
I'm a member of a few bands.
Okay.
I have one band that does stoner rock called Deer
Nice.
from Space.
Deep from
that's-
space?
Yeah, deer, like
From
the
space.
animal.
Yep.
Yeah, deer from space. The guy that I started the band with is a pothead, so one day in a trip he saw a deer from space, and that's how we got the fucking band's name.
and that's why it's
The
called
rest is
stoner
history.
rock, I guess.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And I'm not a stoner, but I love the genre.
That's awesome.
And so when was the last time you played live?
I think it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
2 weeks. Yeah. I was in Istanbul for a gig with Deer from Space,
Oh,
and we
wow.
have one concert every month, like for 3 to 4 months. this
nice.
summer.
Okay.
I
So,
used to
yeah,
play
I was-
like 3 nights a week for 10 plus years, doing metal, Yeah, like 4 hours a gig.
How does your voice survive that?
I don't know, man. I think what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I guess.
Yes. True.
Yeah. I even did 2 shows a night sometimes, so that's like 8 hours of singing extremely hard metal song, like Judas Priest's, I don't know, Disturbed, Lamb of God and stuff. So yeah.
Just okay. So you answer my next question. If you have any upcoming live shows, so you guys do this on the regular. So
Yeah, I for the past 3 years or something, I left the weekly shows,
Yeah.
and I just go to Istanbul or Ankara, or the big cities, for some big concerts or festivals or something. Other than that, I'm always recording at home.
Very cool.
with that perfect view of the beach out your window.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you gotta have that, man.
No, I'm jealous.
You guys are always welcome here.
Yeah, I'm
you.
already like halfway there because it sounds amazing. Like the Mediterranean, like you can't really do any better, I don't think. Like
Right.
this is coming from a guy from New Jersey, so anything is better.
Those of us, Toronto, New Jersey, Seattle. I think we're all gonna be rushing over there.
Yeah, the beach,
Anytime.
the good food,
Thank
it's definitely sounds like a winner. So, very good.
You know what, Karin?
Yeah.
You have any? So this is not your first rodeo on an album.
I know.
No.
What's
Do you-
what's
do
the
you-
tally there, Karin?
I
Because
know.
you have us
How many-
probably
I
like
lost count.
you have us
I don't
like
know.
beat by like maybe 20.
Maybe around 20.
Because I feel like you're doing all kinds of work nowadays. You're DJing and
Is
you're
there- is
just
there
all over the
anything,
place. And
Anything planned? Do you have any vocals in the works?
I've got a couple things. I'm not sure how much I can say.
Okay.
Fawn sent me an assignment, and Temporal Waves sent me an assignment.
oh, there
nice.
you go. Secrets. Karin has her secrets.
And so you DJ as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're part of the DJ crew. Do you have a DJ gig coming up this year?
I've got no live gigs lined up right now. I usually jump on one. Like, if there's a show I want to go to, like, hey, you want some front of house music from the synthwave scene? Yeah, or we got that figured out. It's cool.
Well, you might
show
have
up.
I do believe you have one end of August, don't you?
Not locally. I might have one in
not
Toronto.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
We'll circle back to that.
Is there something that I should know about on that?
Yeah, we'll circle back to that when we're talking to David from Lucy Dreams.
Yeah.
Exactly, I was about to say, it definitely rings a bell over here in Vienna
I think
as well.
so.
All
right. Okay. So, Barzon, I wanna let you go because it is late. But first of all, do you want to tell us where people can find you on socials, and also if they need your vocal talents? Because holy cow,
Thanks, man.
how can they reach out to the Jason Momoa of music?
I think Jason Momoa is the Jason Momoa of music, but I don't know. Doesn't he have a band and plays bass or
I don't know.
something?
Does he?
I think these days
I wouldn't
almost every
doubt
Hollywood star is part of a band.
Yeah, I
That's
wouldn't.
because of the Johnny Depp man.
Right.
Yeah.
He started it.
Yeah.
Kevin
I know
Bacon,
Keanu Reeves.
Steve Martin.
He just
right.
went on tour.
They're all doing their thing. But yeah, how can we get in touch with you guys if if we want to, give you a holler, maybe ask for your vocal skills to be put on our album.
You can watch me through my Instagram. It's Barzon, and then my YouTube is again Barzon, or just Barzon or something. You can mail me through there, or you can even find me on Fiverr.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. That's how we got together with Bending Grid.
Ah, there it is. Well, very good. I mean, he definitely bringing the talent in for sure. Thank you so much for
by the way,
being on.
I got to point out, if you go search Barzon on Bandcamp or Spotify, there's a crap load of songs out there.
Oh, yeah, it's like 250 or 60 songs that I've recorded that are guest on Spotify.
Quite the resume.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys.
And Karen, everybody knows where to find you right here on Night Ride FM, correct?
Oh yeah.
And your socials, Karen Zoe Lee, on
everything.
Yep. All right. Well, we are gonna move on to the next track. Karen, you're welcome to stay. I know it's not 1 a.m. for you.
Time zones. They're terrible.
Barzon, you're a gentleman, sir, for joining us on the show tonight.
Yeah.
I want to thank
you so much, guys. I had a blast.
Thanks, Barzon.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Barzon.
It's getting progressively worse. Yeah.
I'm not trying anymore. I'm done.
Barzon or something.
Thank you, Barzon.
I want to do a quick shout out to the YouTubes. Tomohisa has joined us in the YouTubes. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We are going to play this track. Barzon, just stay on the line. We're going to say bye-bye to you behind the song. But once again, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight.
Oh, you too, anytime.
It's an honor.
I had a great time.
All right.
What do we got, Jules? We got some good stuff here.
We're jumping to the Taa track.
Taa Flo.
Yeah. So from the album Parallax by Bending Grid, this track is amazing. It features the vocals of Taa Flo. So here it is. This is Hypersleep by Bending Grid, featuring Taa Flo right here on Night Ride FM.
It's so dark, I feel lost. Where is my own? I forgot to be loved. I'm on my own. All I see is fake lies, fake love, fake desires, fake smiles.
that was Hypersleep with Bending Grid featuring Taa Flo. And yes, we are indeed talking to Taa Flo right here, right now. How are you doing, Taa?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
we're doing well. So I'm gonna ask the same question I asked Barzon. So how long have you been singing and doing music?
Well, I would say from the first sound I ever made.
Oh, wow!
So you were brought up into music.
Was your family into music or?
No. I actually never sung at home, and my family found out that I'm a singer like quite late. I was too shy to sing. Yeah.
They're the last to know.
Were you doing karaoke?
No.
Okay.
I was already. I was a singer in school choir.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha. And then it just developed from there.
Yeah.
All right, and
very good.
I've been watching your socials. You've been doing some live performances as well.
Yes.
Yeah. When's the last one you did?
Like 1 week ago, it was a Kom Schoon Alter, a really good Netherlands festival. 15,000 people. It was just incredible.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, and
how
so
did
you weren't only singing? Your hands were on what, a synth or DJ controller?
So of course, mostly I do singing, and when I moved to Amsterdam like 2 years ago, I started DJing, and I combined it with the singing and DJing.
Oh,
so
wow!
That's what I'm focused on now.
That's great.
Wow.
I mean, that's the way to do it, you know.
Yeah, you're speaking our
That's
DJ.
amazing. I never
speaking our
wanted
DJ
to
language.
be a DJ. Yeah.
Yeah, DJing's a lot of fun, though. Now, how did you get in touch with Bending Grid? He reached out, and did he have the song written? Did you have any input into like the lyrics or the top line or anything like that? What was the connection like when you guys first started putting ideas together for the track?
Oh, so first, Bending Grid found me on Instagram, and he offered me to record a vampires cover, which is of
that's
course
right. Yes,
kind of the Midnight, and I'm like, yes, that's incredible.
By the way,
idea.
Taa, by the way, the Midnight is our guest next week.
Oh my gosh.
We'll mention that.
We will mention
oh,
that.
that's so amazing. I'm a big fan of them. They're just incredible.
Yeah,
So
you guys did it proper too.
artists.
I really like the cover. I think it came out really well, and I like the fact that they have a female singing, as a verse to of
That
course.
was Bending Grid idea.
Tyler
which
does
is
a great job.
amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's a nice
Thanks.
spin to have a female singing.
So,
it, so
Now,
great.
Hypersleep, I was reading, like, you did the lyrics for that as well, right?
Yes, so Bending Grid sent to me a few demos, and I've heard the guitars of Hypersleep. The idea, I just fell in love from first seconds, and and then I created lyrics, vocals, demo, sent it to Bending Grid. He liked it, and then we recorded it, and also we involved Zephyr. This is a Ukrainian artist. He's also a singer, songwriter,
Awesome guy.
producer. Yeah, so he did some final touch to the tracks. And actually, this is a surprise. Bending Grid doesn't know about this.
Oh,
So I just got a remix from Zephyr on Hypersleep, and this is incredible.
Oh,
I'm the only
nice.
one who
Look at
heard
this.
it.
Amazing.
A little gift coming.
a little remix
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it's gonna be fire. So
Now, is Zephyr still living down in Kiev?
no, he's in Kropivnitsky.
Where's that?
Well, it's a little bit more to the
West or north?
west. Yes.
Okay, west, yeah.
Over by Lviv.
Yeah, away from the troubled areas. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
You guys are staying safe.
More dangerous side. Yeah.
Yeah, we were, let's see, Dennis.
Yes.
You know the artist ZXSP.
I do. Yes.
Yeah, she was living down in Mariupol,
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
and yeah, she had to move. She moved to Germany.
Yeah. Smart move.
She had to.
Gotta go. Yeah. It's sad. It is sad to see so many people displaced, but it's also good to see people going to safer places and.
Yeah, and
being
Taa
safe.
in front of huge crowds DJing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, do you have any live performances coming up?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Germany in July. It's gonna be another festival called Memento, which is also great. But it's not synthwave music.
No, that's
No.
all
I
right.
have to say that.
Not for a crowd
No,
of 15,000
it's
people.
okay,
You're not
but-
going to get a synthwave.
Yeah,
show.
no, yeah, 50,000 people aren't gonna be watching synthwave. But don't worry, most people in synthwave, they know house music, they know drum and
Of
bass,
course.
they know metal,
It's still
they know
electronic.
exactly.
Yeah.
It is. It's just electronic music with a little extra flavoring. You know?
A little extra,
A little
beat.
sauce.
A soupçon, yes. But
I'm wondering, is there any festivals
for synthwave,
Synthwave,
are, but-
yes.
they're small. But funny you mentioned that. There was one last year in Tampa, Florida. So if you like the synthwave aesthetic of the palm trees and so on, you typically the Midnight don't play at the smaller festivals. They'll go to the bigger festivals like the ones you attend, or they just do their own concerts. But generally, most of our other artists, they will participate in festivals. Like the one last year was 4 nights long, I think, or
Yeah.
5 nights.
Oh,
Yeah,
Neon
all in-
Retrofest?
Yeah, Neon Retrofest.
I think it was. I think it was
Thursday,
3.
Yeah,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Sunday.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, it was 4 days. That's
4
insane.
nights,
That's too
5
much.
days. It was fun though.
That's too much
And
fun.
it's great. That's when you meet all the fellow synthwave fans and synthwave artists.
Yeah,
They do
absolutely.
exist, but they're rare
Yeah, for sure.
because the draw isn't there. Synthwave crowd is very small and niche and hidden.
Yeah, it's really niche.
Yeah. But niche is good. I think that's
It's amazing.
it's kind of like what you're here for, you know. Like
I don't think someone of us wants to be mainstream.
Well, no, you don't want to be a Taylor Swift because
She's the only one.
right.
we're gonna get emails now, Jules. Thanks.
I know.
For
Oh wait,
50,000
Jeff Creature's
Swifties.
Jeff Creature's in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna kill me. By the way, a quick shout out to Johnny5, who's
Johnny
also
5.
in the chat.
Yes.
He's alive.
Very nice.
What else? So Taa, we're gonna wrap it up with you. But first of all, I want to know what your favorite movies or TV shows are. Do you have time to watch TV or movies?
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't watch series for a very long time, I guess, in school, and I prefer to go to the cinema. Like, for example, the latest was Mad Max Saga.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my god.
Furiosa.
Was it good? I have a feeling it was good.
Well, it was different. It was good, but it was different.
It was okay. Did you see the original? That's the I think the barometer.
Mad Max Fury Road was
like
the last one.
previous,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the previous one. This one, like, I still don't know what what was my impression. It was so fun.
Yeah.
There was a lot of jokes. It was fun.
It was a wild ride and
Dune,
through the desert.
like, I really love this
Dune.
aesthetic.
Okay.
Dune is that's my jam. I love Dune.
Monumental.
Yeah.
Dune is epic.
I feel like we should have more tributes for Dune. There's so many like Blade Runner-esque things. I don't know. I guess does Dune really have that soundtrack that you're like, oh my god, that Dune soundtrack? Like, I'm trying to think about.
Yeah,
Well, the original one was by Toto, so
that's
or the
right.
84 version.
That's right. That's kind of wild. Yeah. So I don't know.
Actually, Taa, question for you: have any of your songs been featured in any video games or TV or movies?
Yes.
Ah.
Already, there's one famous series in Japan. Already three, I guess, 3 films. And there's another one coming, Dutch film on Netflix, and they're gonna be also our track with the few.
Nice.
I love it.
Okay,
It's
that's
amazing
congratulations.
experience.
That's
It's really
great.
good for artists to be in some movie because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how you grow your audience, streams.
Absolutely.
So that's all we love.
I think the money is better there too, because
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of money in synthwave also for some
Well,
reason.
no.
I don't know how that worked out, but
unless you're Ben Grid and he's making millions off Parallax.
yes.
Yes.
Which
Right?
we
We'll
should
make it
circle
happen.
back because the album is, I'm telling you, it's like it's gonna take weeks and weeks to just unpack all the tunes. Like there's just so much going on with it. Now let's put one to Benny Grid real quick. You work with so many artists, and there's so many great songs. Like I mentioned before, some great covers, but just a ton of original stuff. When you were coming up with the whole concept, because I think conceptually it's a very cohesive album. Was there a particular direction that you like really felt strongly about bringing the album to? Because when you look at the album cover, it's got like the Elon Musk kind of car, flying through space. Like what gave you the initial concept of putting this type of album together? Like was there like a inspirational moment, or did it just kind of fall all into place when you had it done?
Kind of fell into place, I would say, because I was like dropping instrumentals for a while and figuring out some kind of visuals to go with it on Instagram and socials. And I was using sci-fi films from the 80s, but not like your mainstream ones, like really tacky B-movie type sci-fi movies.
The cover. So Dennis mentioned Elon Musk, but I was thinking more heavy metal.
With the car?
Yeah, with the car in space.
The car in
'Cause
space is
that's
like
where
a-
Elon Musk got the idea from that cartoon movie, Heavy Metal.
Oh, is that what it is? So
Yeah.
Elon Musk ripped the idea from
Yeah,
okay. I didn't know that.
but there is a Elon for President track, so maybe you're right.
That's true, yeah. It's kind of on the nose a little bit. But does that have vocals? I'm trying to remember. I could have
They
sworn
all do.
They all have vocals.
Yeah, that
They
one's
all
got Gulsa.
That is
But-
incredible, though. I'm a big
So-
vocal guy, like everyone knows. I love my vocal synthwave.
So to get back to what Dennis was asking,
Yeah.
because when you laid out these instrumentals and you had these ideas and visuals for them, did you when you reach out to someone like Taa, did you not have an idea of which tracks would feature vocals like hers or lyrics like hers,
Oh,
and
that's
where
cool.
they'd sit in the album?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the instruments that are in the track, and like for In Love with the Android, it had real thick synthesizers. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need a nice strong voice to come through that, and so I selected Barzon for that. And then for Hypersleep, it had a real funky kind of bass line to it, and I was like, I think Taa Flo might fit well with this one, and so
Okay.
I like
Cool.
kind of selecting voices for certain tracks.
Right.
Yeah, that makes
Complement the instruments.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right.
All right.
Taa.
So yes, Taa. Back to Taa.
Yes.
Where
Hello.
we know it's getting late for you as well. So again,
So fun and so fun.
feel free to hang on.
Do you want to tell people where they can find you on the socials? I guess because we know you're on Instagram and Facebook. Anything else? Are you on?
Yeah, Instagram. I'm trying to make a little bit of TikTok. I hate it.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, don't we all hate it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I made
what
one
else?
TikTok, and I'm like, that's too much work.
Yeah. So, but most active, I'm on Instagram. I have to
there
say
you go.
that I post stories, posts. So yeah. but also YouTube.
Well, very good.
Okay. And so, and if people want to get your talent on their tracks, what's the best way to contact you?
I'm always super open for collaborations with other artists, producers, and I have lots of requests on Instagram mainly.
Okay.
And if it's good ideas, I'm always up for something interesting. Yeah.
Awesome.
Very, very cool.
Well, we got to thank you
Yeah.
for joining
Thank
us.
you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so many awesome
thank you so
people.
much for supporting synthwave, retrowave. We're all in love with this genre, and this
yes.
is amazing. And it's growing and growing.
If it
And
wasn't
more and
for
more people are interested.
if it wasn't for those of us on the call tonight, the Midnight would be bankrupt.
It is true. You know, there's a lot of.
I think the Midnight probably sells the biggest concerts when they, as synthwave artists.
Yeah.
They're coming to the Netherlands soon. Hopefully,
That's right.
I'll
We're
meet them.
going to be talking about their tours.
Those guys are just everywhere.
They're gonna be doing Europe this summer, and then they're coming back to North America in the fall.
Yeah, I don't know how they sleep, honestly, because they're
They
just
just
crisscrossing
came back
the world.
from India and Australia.
Yep.
So yeah, they're earning their stripes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, Mr. Jules.
Yes.
Let's
we're
play
gonna
a
say bye-bye
track.
to you.
And
Yeah, thank you so big much for the amazing interview, and Bend and Greed, thank you so much for this amazing album. I'm happy to be a part of it with all the amazing people, artists. So yeah, I hope it's
amazing to
gonna
have you
get
on there. Thank you,
more-
Taya, and thank you for the surprise too.
Yeah, that's
surprise,
exciting.
surprise.
All right, Taya, don't go anywhere, Taya. We're gonna say bye-bye to you behind this track.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it is time to move on to this next one.
Keep it moving, keep it grooving.
This one features the talents of the dynamic duo from Vienna, Lucy Dreams.
Yeah.
Or should I say the computerized character Lucy?
Yes.
Am I right, David?
Well, we'll definitely talk about that later.
Okay.
We say we are a trio, 2 human band members and 1 artificial band member. That's
Okay.
Lucy.
Perfect. All right, well, here it is. This is from the album Parallax. This is Bending Grid with Deep Blue featuring Lucy Dreams right here on Night Ride FM.
Beneath the waves, hidden worlds, secrets among the
And that was Deep Blue with Bend and Grid featuring Lucy Dreams. And we have the Mr. Dreams, the Lucy. I don't even know, what do we call you at this point?
It's David.
It's David.
David, I would say, yeah. For now.
Now, you are one of three, I guess, as we were saying before, you're one of three band members that form Lucy Dreams.
That's it.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, do tell.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do so. So basically, there's three of us. We're two human band members and one artificial band member. So Stefan and me, my partner in Lucid Dreams, we were just fooling around in the studio, trying out a couple of effects that we had from our times in the indie rock and roll bands. And all of a sudden, this fooling around turned into a system, a strategically thinking system with effect pedals chained to each other. And eventually this system turned out to develop a life of its own. So we said, okay, crazy, what's happening here? And ended up giving this system sort of a name, a face and a voice, and this is Lucy, and this has been the genesis of our band, and has been our sort of biggest inspiration so far.
I love the fact that you just have that entire lore just like ready to go. Lore. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, you know, people always say, right, yeah, it's a lore, or it's sort of a PR stunt. And they are so surprised always when they hear that Lucy really exists. And for me, obviously, like I have told the story a couple of times, but I have to relive it every time I'm saying it. And it's so fascinating every time to do it again.
That's great.
So Lucy is like a guitar pedal effects chain?
Exactly. So 7 guitar pedals chained to each other. When we send things or sounds into it, we say the system dreams, hence the name Lucy Dreams. And we always mostly we turn up to 8 or 9, sometimes we turn up to 11, and then let the system, develop a life of its own. And after 10, 15 minutes, we have this crazy wall of sound that's just building and building until we spot some patterns, some melodies in there. And these patterns and melodies we eventually use as the basis for new songs.
Mind blown.
I'm still like trying to wrap my like feeble brain around so in a way it's not just a story, it's a real like physical thing that you guys do to make the sounds, and that
exactly.
That's crazy. I thought it was just like because our show has a little bit of lore too, but it's like we just like, you know, pretend like Z's a robot and and you know, like, but like you are actually like feeding how many? You said 7 pedals?
Exactly, 7 effect pedals.
That is pretty wild, and you just kind of loop it through.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And in the beginning we said, okay, yeah, artificial intelligence and so on and so forth. We sort of rejected that idea because artificial intelligence includes machine learning. And Lucy, in our case, like, she goes back to sleep, and when we wake her, she starts from scratch every time. So there's no machine learning involved. So it wouldn't be fair to say artificial intelligence. So we went on to say artificial band members, or AB instead of AI.
Yeah, nobody likes AI anymore too. That's like
you actually
the whole
come up
backlash.
with ideas for new tracks based on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's incredible.
There's, for example, a song of ours called Dreamland, and it has a very prominent melody, doot, 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 doot. And this is, it's a composition of Lucy. This stems from digital spheres. It was like a melody that kept repeating itself. Like, first it was like, you know, this ocean of noise, and all of a sudden it was do 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 do, and we said, okay, yeah, no, let's take this as a basis.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Now, I feel like I want to have like my own Lucy for the State of Synth. I'd be like, how do I start this interview? And like I could just plug in like, I don't know, like 17 microphones, and then maybe 15 minutes later it'd be like, just ask them how they're doing, like, or something.
It's so cool. It's so cool to see that you get the idea of what's happening over here. And now with you guys being surprised or excited about that, imagine us in the studio being completely blown away by what just happened for the first time.
So it's just like a great way to, I don't want to use the term lightly, but to noodle when you're like playing guitar or something like that. I always say like people are, when they're trying to find that rhythm or that melody, they just kind of noodle around. But
yeah, exactly.
You use that electronic system that the chain of the pedals and the system that you developed to kind of kickstart some cool ideas. So
yeah, that's exactly it.
That's wild.
Does this also explain why you like to call your style sonic wave art pop?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. So we were, messing around with different genre descriptions and so on. It was we were unable to sort of pin down an exact genre for us. Some say it's synth pop, some say it's synth wave, some say it's dream pop, some say it's art pop, some say it's euphoric electronic rock. And we were like, okay, listen, enough of those genre definitions. We just create a genre of our own. And this is sonic wave art pop.
That's great.
Okay.
I love it.
Sonic wave.
How long have you? It's so your partner is Stefan.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you two been noodling around it with music before you met Lucy?
Well, we met Lucy in 2019, and then it was very important for us to put out the first song ever on the 1st of January 2020. It has to do with the binary system and so on, but it was very important to have this on 112020. Before that, we have played in a couple of bands together, but it wasn't until Lucid Dreams that we really found this artistic strength and this sort of explosive power that we now feel when we write and record music.
Now, I've also noticed your live shows and your music videos. Your promo images. You guys are artistic in the way you dress too.
Yeah, exactly, and this makes up for the art in art pop. For us, music is always a means of expression. So if you express yourself in a way that resonates with people, you are bringing humanity, you're bringing society one step ahead. Because what people are doing when you sort of dress up in a more artistic way, in a sort of egocentric if you sort of add some extravaganza to your appearance, what do? People sort of start to think about, okay, what's happening here, and eventually turn out to think about themselves, which means that humanity, society, and also the individual is brought one step ahead.
All right. My mind is blown.
Now let's move on to you guys just released a new single called Love.
Yes, exactly.
That was released the beginning of April?
Yeah, exactly, 5th of April.
Now, is that so that's not the only recent single you've dropped. Well, you've had Achilles, you've had the deluxe version of Gutter Funkin'.
You're right.
But, is Love is this is part of an upcoming new album?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah. Like I don't know if it has been publicly announced yet, but obviously Night Ride FM is the station where you hear things first. So we are working. We are working on an album, and we'll be on a nice little hut over here in Austria for a week in July to do that. So yeah, there will be a lot more Lucid Dreams music in probably one more song in 24 and an album in 25, and there will be a lot more live shows in 24 already.
Well, yeah. So
Incredible.
Let's talk about. You were touring. You were busy touring. I mean, you were supporting Empathy Test.
You're right.
On the last tour.
Exactly.
And
this was in the UK, and it was super nice to be around with the guys. They are incredibly funky band and really, really nice guys, and it was just nice to play our stuff to people in the homeland of pop music.
Yeah, and you've got more tours coming up. let's talk about those.
Okay, you've heard about?
I may have heard of one or two.
Yeah,
No,
Jules
you're
is harboring
right.
secrets, and I want to know what's going on because I feel like Jules. I feel like we have a connection.
Dennis, all
and
three band members are crossing the Atlantic.
Yes, exactly.
All three band members.
Yeah, so you're
Two in the cabin, one in the suitcase.
there you go. So you are visiting Canada.
Yes, and
Oh my God.
we cannot wait
That's
for this to happen.
amazing.
Now you've got a couple of stops. So let me remind me. You've got a couple of stops in Quebec, right?
No, we have one stop in Quebec.
Just the one. Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. It's one in Quebec, one in Montreal, Toronto. We have Sarnia on the list. We have St. Catharines and London to close things off. Overall, 9 stops. So 1 is secret, but 8 official shows between the 16th and the 30th of August.
Wow.
And yeah, it's number one. It makes me incredibly proud that this is happening because, as it stands, we are still an independent act. Without booking agency, without a label, without publishing, and pulling off, a tour of this caliber makes me just incredibly proud. And the second thing is to, touch base on the in Canada for the first time. It's maybe the most exciting experience I've ever had as a musician, and there is also a nice coincidence we have found out, right?
Yeah, so just so happens you're hitting Toronto right around the time that Karen celebrates a birthday, and so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and we both have DJ gear, so
Yeah, we will definitely. And I have to say, speaking to you guys, because I don't know, maybe interesting for the audience also. I've reached out to you, obviously, and also to Karin, how well you guys know the Canadian music scene and so on, trying to sort of wrap my head around if a tour of Lucid Dreams in Canada makes sense. And all of a sudden, Karin goes, "Oh yeah, I might be, and you being in Seattle, Karin, I might be in Toronto at the end of August." Now, are you kidding me? This is just, this is one of the many coincidences. And I have to say, guys, the way our our messages, our inquiries are met in Canada is just mind blowing. Like the kindness and just openness towards what we do and what we sort of plan is, beyond. It's really great.
Oh, I'm glad because I can't wait to see you perform.
And, we'll have.
Ever since, I think my first discovery of you was the Rosalie track.
Right.
And so
that's
all
a
your
banger.
tracks are earworms.
So nice
I
of you
don't
to say.
To me, your music reminds me of Erasure. It's got
got that Euro sound for sure.
It's got that Euro. It's like a hook in your ear, and you like the choruses you can't forget.
Right.
I don't know why, but it definitely. It's awesome stuff.
I'll have to speak to Lucy. I'm sure.
I know. Maybe Lucy's been.
She's bribing you with Bitcoin to say things like these.
Maybe she listens to Depeche Mode or Erasure or something like that. Maybe she's a Vince Clarke fan.
Compliments to Lucy for sure.
No, I really appreciate you guys saying that. Thank you.
So we got to thank you for joining us on the show.
Yes,
so,
another late night for you as well.
Absolutely. But it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been absolutely worth it. Super nice talking to everybody, and to Ben and Grid. Thanks a lot for having me on.
Yeah.
If people are interested in finding out more about Lucy and her dreams, about Lucy Dreams, our website is lucydreams.net. So everybody feel free to drop by, sign up to the newsletter list, and it would be nice to see you in Dreamland.
Actually, you know what? One thing, your socials, it's Lucid Dreams DP.
Yeah, exactly.
What does DP stand for?
The band was formed by myself and
David.
And and Phil, exactly. So they were the two of us. But there are changes. There is always change in life.
Of course.
So they say change is the only constant in life, and
very true.
Yeah, exactly. And so he was the original member of the first Lucid Dreams outfit.
Perfect. So now one other thing, Benny Grid, Mr. Grid. How did you decide I need some lucid dreams in one of my tracks?
Oh, that was easy. He was like the only kind of dreamwave kind of or dream pop kind of person I knew, even though that's not really the genres of the art. What was it you called it again, David?
Well, for us now it's sonic wave art pop.
Sonic wave art, that's right.
Yes.
But that kind of vibe, I had this track and it sounded like it was underwater, and I'm like, I need something dreamy, like some kind of dreamy underwater kind of vocals, and David really delivered on it.
Yeah, and I have to say it was just a perfect mood. So Bending Grid wrote everything, the lyrics and the melody of the vocals I'm singing. But what got me intrigued about the track was the concept of being underneath the waves, of being in a realm where you do not really know where you are, where you have sort of infinite possibilities, just like space, right? And after all, also just like our conscience. The thing is, when you send signals out into this deep blue, into space, into yourself, this is where you end up really finding things that resonate with you. So Deep Blue was also a way and a means to get to know myself better. And I hope that this song, and also many other songs, maybe Lucid Dream songs, maybe Bending Grid songs, maybe you name it songs, are means of people resonating with others and eventually also themselves. And this is the beauty of music, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's about what resonates and finding the sound that you're into and the sounds that you create and how it brings everyone together through music and with similar 100%. Vibes and wavelengths and just brings a whole bunch of really awesome people together. So very awesome.
By the way, I also noticed you're doing the UK in October.
Yeah, exactly. That's the next plan. 5-stop tour. It's pretty, it's the 5th time for us in 2 years to be in the UK, but it's just, amazing to play live in. I mentioned it before in the homelands of pop.
Yeah.
Music is just accepted differently.
I want to remind all the listeners. I found that out because I happened to jump over to lucydreams.net. So you guys are on pretty much every social media platform.
Yeah,
you can find this all on your website. You've got concert tickets there. You've got your contact info, links to YouTube videos. You guys do some amazing YouTube. Like your videos for your tracks it's mesmerizing.
Appreciate you saying that. Thanks, you.
So we want to thank you for joining us once again, Lucid Dreams on the show.
Yes.
You can find the track on Parallax and of course their latest single, Love. And find out when Lucid Dreams is coming to a town near you.
Indeed.
So give Stefan and Lucy our best.
We'll do that.
And we're gonna let you go. We're gonna play the next track. Stay on the line just so we can say our bye-byes before
we'll do.
See you in August.
Thanks. Looking forward. See you in August.
All right.
I believe we're going to slide into another track, Mr. Jules.
Yes, sir. Another track from the album. This time it's Bending Grid with The Universe Within, featuring the safety word from Down Under, right here on Night Ride FM.
So release from
that was The Universe Within by Ben and Grid featuring the safety word.
Yeah, Good eye. By the way, a quick shout out to Jesse, who I should have shouted out earlier.
Shout it out.
And Mechanicus Rex, who are in the IRC chat.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, if you're tuned in, say hi in the chats, whether it's YouTube or the IRC. We'll throw chats out to you.
Throw some shout outs left and right, all over the place.
So we are still here.
Smear it all around.
Mr. Grid and Karen Zoe Lee.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's dive into Mr. Penningrade. Since
The
we just played a
ringleader.
track,
We call him the ringleader around here.
We just played a track from that featured the safety word. So once again, how did you connect with those guys?
I reached out to them on Instagram actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and offered them like, hey, you want to be on a track or two? And then they're like, hey, do you want to do a remix for us? I'm like, okay, why not?
Easy. I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
That's right. And I did their Memories. Was a rework technically, but Memories remix is really good.
Now I gotta ask, when you reach out for people for a collab or to feature them on a track, do you typically, on your first ask, do you send like a clip or an instrumental or like a short version of what your idea is to sort of
No, not at all actually.
Really? You see if they say yes or no blind.
You gotta test the waters.
I usually do a little research on them first and see what kind of strings I can pull and what I say, and
yeah, it's tough.
How to connect.
It is tough with a cold
How did you know
email.
Karin wouldn't say no?
Because I told him he could ask me anytime.
I've got her on speed dial. She's saved in my phone.
Yeah, Karin's like
He's got my actual phone number.
Yeah, I don't call her. It's just there.
That's for WhatsApp
She's
or
there
something.
when you need her.
Yeah.
But I love it. Again, like picking through this album, there's just like so many great stuff, so many great collabs, and the star quality is just really there too. Like Lucy Dreams, and it just, I mean, everyone that you've had on
Jolie
has been just super pro and cohesive. So kudos for just putting out. Is this your first album as Bending Grid, or I feel like this is like, this is your first like official proper album release,
and a double at that, right?
And a double at that,
yeah, I know, right?
Make up for lost time.
Yeah.
By the way,
it's wild.
I just want to mention the remix you did with Safety Word. Is that the Outshift and Safety Word track, Memories?
Yes.
All right. Just so I got my story straight here.
All right, Jules, are you going to ask your? I'm just waiting for you to ask the question.
Now that we're talking to the producer of the album, I just so when you sit down in front of, you boot your laptop up and you
the
launch
thing that you make the music with
you
the
launch
buttons.
something, right?
Ableton 10.
Ah,
There's
all
your
right.
answer.
Ableton
And 11.
And write it down.
All right. Ableton 11.
I think we need to have a database. Like we have to call it like Jules's doll database, and it'll just have everything listed. Although, like, is that really like? I think that information is too powerful to just have out there for people to find out.
You never know. Maybe somebody wants to get into the scene or into music, and they hear an artist whose sound resonates with them.
Yeah.
Maybe it helps to know what DAW they use.
We should do like what do they call them? A pie chart? That's
right.
that's what they do with the math, and they put numbers together.
The math stuff.
That math stuff. They make the pie. We can make and it could look like a real pie, and it'll be fun. And then we'll have all the little dolls broken down, and you'd be like, 30% of the State of Synth guests use this thing.
We'll do a plot graph so you can see everybody's name next to the dots.
Yes. Could we have Scarlett Johansson version of ChatGPT do the pie chart? Because I feel like she should be involved in some way, shape, or form. Although, like, they took her voice away, didn't they?
Well, so here they're claiming they had a voice actor.
Yeah, that
who
sounds
sounds
amazingly like Scarlett Johansson. Although, who would not want to have Scarlett Johansson?
I gotta take notes here. Dysterian's getting into Bitwig.
Bitwig.
Dysterian equals Bitwig.
I just want Scarlett Johansson to tell me everything, like all day long.
All right, let's get back to Mr. Grid. How long has this album been in the works?
I mean, a year and a half.
You've been promoting it for how long? Have you been promoting it? Because I feel like that's at least
a year and a half.
A year and a half. It's like, yeah, like
I feel sorry for all the people who were like following right from the beginning of the promotion. I'm like, man, this take forever.
Yeah, it just became, one thing is like it's a steady drip of information.
Well, 20 tracks, dude. That's
that is like. Oof. It's just overwhelming. Like
it's
the
amazing.
The amount of information and the cool stuff that you sent out there to all of the and not only that too. Like I know that you reached out and you have some articles and stuff that got written up for different magazines and stuff. So kudos for your marketing ability because
You're busting your hump.
Me and Jules are just lazy. We just.
I don't understand how people like Ben and Grid exist.
We don't do it. We just can't. Like I can't use words. And like kudos for the effort to get this because you're essentially you're an independent producer, right? You're not picked up by a label, and you're like. So many other artists out there that are just trying to get your stuff heard, and they have to write the music, and they have to produce the music, and they have to promote their music. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming,
Yeah, director, producer,
right,
vocalist,
actor,
songwriter, lyrics,
right.
Marketing, social management.
Did you have
publishing.
Did you have somebody do the graphic for the album, or did you do that?
Yeah, I did for that one. Yeah.
Okay.
All the other covers I did myself, but that one I bought.
I gotcha. So you had an.
I saw one I liked. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that and have the exclusive rights to it. So.
Oh, nice. There you go. But amazing stuff. Karin, I know you have tons of questions that you probably would like to ask Mr. Grid. Although you did have him on the show a while back.
Yep.
When did you have? Him on the show? Was that a couple months ago? I feel like it was about a month ago, right?
It was leading up to the Bandcamp Friday that his release was dropping.
That's right.
Because that was at the beginning of the month, May 4th or May 3rd.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And let's talk about the listening party too, Karin.
Yeah.
There was you, Ben and Grid. You had a Bandcamp listening party.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
And I think everybody's jaw was on the floor when the album unleashed with all the when all the tracks were, you could listen to them all, and it was just banger after banger after banger, and there's no fillers in this album. 20 tracks, no fillers.
Yeah.
I call it an odyssey because it's all sci-fi and it's all congeals together into like this sci-fi thing that you can revisit, and every time you re-listen, you hear new stuff. It's got depth to it,
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Karin, did you get a sneak peek at the album before everyone else?
Some of it, not all of them.
Okay.
I think I got as much of a sneak peek as you guys did.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was it was a good amount of chunk, but I think there was a few surprises as well. So.
Oh yeah, dude. There wasn't 20 weeks of of lead up. It was we got a little chunk. And then, the listening party was amazing. I love the reaction of everyone in the listening party.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Speaking of sci-fi, we always like to kind of pick the brains of some of the people that put forth these albums. Obviously, you are influenced by some sort of sci-fi element, movie, game, something like that. Anything that particularly grabs you, kind of pulls you into this world that makes you want to start, putting together music like this in a universe like this.
Dune.
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Total
Running Man.
Recall.
2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could list like literally a ton.
So you're
Slave Girls Beyond Infinity.
You're
That one's like half almost porn almost. That's an 80s B movie right there, grindhouse film.
Yeah. Oh, they're the best. You know,
Aliens.
You would like Neon Retrofest, where they have a cult movie. What is it? It's like a movie. It's a movie festival, and it's all like cult
like just they got a viewing room where you can go sit down.
Yeah,
and they'll feature some of the retro.
Some of it is like just purposely picked for being horrible.
Of course,
cult classics. You know, I don't want to say Killer Clowns from Outer Space because I don't think they had that, but it was something along the lines of that, like something that's like so bad it's good in a way, you know. But yeah, I mean, just all those like kitschy kind of movies. Although like you can't go wrong with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think The Running Man is just. In fact, that's our good buddy Von Kaiser are into that as well. They had their song Amber, which was a tribute to The Running Man. So it's always fun. It's fun mixing in good sci-fi. You knew that, right, Karin?
I did not.
You didn't know
that?
that?
I didn't know that either.
Oh man! See, Von Kaiser goes deep with her references. So they even say The Running Man in the song. Yeah.
Oh.
It is Amber, right? Yeah.
Dennis,
Man.
How is it you're paying more attention to that?
I am paying attention, and I don't know how I do that.
I stopped assuming ever since I found out Crystal Lake had nothing to do with the Jason movies.
Oh. Really?
Now here's the thing.
Nothing at all.
I thought that was all. Okay.
Nope.
Shows you how much I know.
Apparently, there's a Crystal Lake in Michigan.
They throw you for a loop. That's what they do. They set you up to think a certain way, and then you're like, oh, they're totally going there with that, and then they pull the rug right out from under you.
By the way, Mr. Grid, I don't know if you saw, but Destarian in the IRC chat says your album is pretty much all we want in the scene, because you got everything we need on this.
Like, yeah,
thank you, Destarian. Appreciate
that. That's what I was saying. It's really like, you know, you want to know what synthwave is, and you can just drop this album and be like, this is what it's all about, because it's very representative of
you got the guitars, you've got the vocals, you've got your pop dream wave,
your growl sounds. What was it called?
Dude, you know what? You need to get Barzon on another track later on, doing throat singing.
Yeah,
like
we need
throat wave.
We need
he
more.
He does that on Rad Warrior too.
Ah, that's right.
More throat wave, please.
All right.
Yeah, he surprised me with that. Actually, he added that on there because I gave him the lyrics and everything and the notes to sing, and he threw that on there, and it just went perfect with that post-apocalyptic vibe.
That's badass.
Yeah. Now I want to. And Taya just saw Furiosa. I've been scratching my head whether I should go to the theater or wait to get it another way, but now anyways, let's blast through some music.
All right, let's play some more music. We'll talk about some more movies behind the.
We'll play the next one, and this is featuring a really good vocalist. So we'll come back and talk about it. But here it is from the album Parallax. This is Bending Grid with Locket, featuring Bending Grid, right here on Night Ride FM.
I love it. There it is. That was Locket by Bending Grid featuring Bending Grid. I love it. That's amazing.
So let's get into this. Not only do you produce and mix and master and reach out to amazing talent, you sing too.
Yes, I'm a fabulous singer. Mention that.
Well, okay, so we got Hearts and Beta who loves the track. Same with Johnny 5. So thanks, but
thanks, guys.
Remind me on your library so far on Bandcamp. Do you have any other tracks where you're singing?
I do. Well, it's not really singing per se. That would be the cover of Somebody's Watching Me.
Yes. Okay.
That was more of I was joking around with that and just being humorous.
So, okay. So this is where you actually put your vocals on your sleeve, so to speak.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, I dig it. Now, Locket, is that got a particular meaning? And I probably say this, and I'm probably gonna, get spoken to about me not listening to the song. It was like, it's so obviously about a locket that somebody has. But
actually, you'd have to ask the songwriters. I didn't write that one. That one's a cover.
Oh, is that a cover? Who did
it is. But you have to see the music video for it by Crumb. It's just so
who's the original?
Psychedelic.
It's Chrome?
Crumb. Breadcrumb.
Grum.
The Crumb Band.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, now
you have to check out that music video. It's nuts.
All right.
So, but how many music videos did you create for this album?
For this one, two, and then a bunch of lyric videos.
Wait, you did 2 music videos per song?
No, just two from the album.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest are lyric videos.
That's a lot of.
I was about to say, like, okay, if you were
all of them have
on,
lyric videos, all 20 plus the 2 music videos.
Wow.
Now, if you were, I was gonna say, like, if you're gonna do 20 proper videos, you're insane.
Yeah, like you would have to be an AI construct at that point.
I threw some Easter eggs in there though, in some of the lyric videos.
Yes.
Very cool. Again, we love the album. It's just so many bangers, and you're going to be picking apart songs, finding your favorites for a long time. Go out right now, go to the Bandcamp website, and you can get all of these wonderful tracks in a nice comprehensive package.
By the way, I just want to point out too, correct me if I'm wrong, but on Bandcamp, if you click on every track, you've got the lyrics pretty much for every track. Like your Bandcamp is pretty cool. Thorough.
That's pretty wicked.
Overly thorough, I think.
It's right. You've got all the information on who's singing on what, who mixed what, who produced what, on and on and on.
Yeah.
I want to come back and circle back to see. We're gonna blast through our events. Section right now and just tell people what live shows are coming up.
Live shows.
And then we're going to play another Jolie track to wrap up your night, the Mecha War.
It's my favorite track on the album, actually.
Very cool.
That's
personal one, anyway.
Yeah, so Hearts and Beta loves that track as well. So it's coming, Mr. Beta. Yeah.
All right, let's do a deep dive into some touring and events.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you think?
Kick it off. So right now, till June 13th, Kibu is still on tour in Europe. So if you like your Jean-Michel Jarre, Vangelis, like pure synths, kind of like if you're a fan of Glenn Main, Kibu is your man. He's on tour right now.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
May 31st, we have Outland with Dream Kid and The Last Concord. That is in London, UK. And Karin, would you do you have the script in front of you?
I don't think so.
I was not sent the script. No.
You came ill prepared. All right.
So June 1st, which is this Saturday, Helsinki Synth City, Colossus 2084. That's a tongue twister, man.
Colossus.
That's going down in Tampere, Finland.
Ooh.
And that's gonna feature Starforce, Levinsky, and Millennium Folk.
That sounds wonderful. June 8th, we have Hotline Bristol Part 2 with Nina and Red Wolf and Dana Jean Phoenix and Taurus. I guess all the people that you were having lunch with, Jules.
No, I wasn't hanging with Nina and Radio Wolf, but yeah, DJP and Taurus 1984.
Robert Parker, Arya Nexus, Pensacola Mist, and Wolf Club. That is just a stacked bill. I love all those guys. So check that out. That's in Toronto. No, I read that too fast. That is in Bristol, UK. So
right.
Very good.
Yes. So Toronto, June 28th, One Nightmare Only. Midnight Danger from Sweden is flying over to perform in Toronto at the Adelaide Music Hall. And there's going to be some guy closing out the night with a DJ set called Neon Fox.
Doing shows, Jules.
I know.
That's amazing.
Who's that guy?
He's that guy. He's just out and about, spinning and doing. July 11th. I'm not even paying attention at this point. Summer tour featuring Magic Sword and Essenger. That is in the USA, all over the USA, everywhere in USA except for Philly.
Not Canada.
And not Philly. Although maybe it is Philly. I don't know. It just says USA. You can go and get details on Synthwave events. Just Google that. It'll come to our website and you'll find out more details.
Right. There's a couple of shows in July, July 12th to the 28th. The Midnight's on tour in the Europe and the UK.
Yep.
I guess they're separate now.
September 13th through the 17th, Nightmares over Europe with Midnight Danger again. That's in Europe.
And September 4th to the 28th, LeBrock's on tour, and they're bringing along Wolf Club, and that's through the UK and Ireland.
That's cool. And then I guess, let's round it off here with September 4th through the 24th, we have North American mini tour with Brother Tiger.
Yeah, he's touring again.
I wonder if he's going to play Philly. I'll have to check the website. You can go to, what site can you go to, Mr. Jules?
You can just type Synthwave events in your Google search, and the very first link that pops up takes you to the Night Ride FM blog where we track all the Synthwave events.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And, besides that, the Midnights going everywhere, September 6th to October 18th, and the latter half of Master Boot Record touring Europe. So that's in October. Check it out. Check out the website and find out where your favorite bands are playing.
I gotta add to this Lucid Dreams and their Canada tour, so that's going to be in August.
That's right. Yeah.
We'll be putting the details on the website.
Details are coming. What do we got here?
Let's play a track, and then we're gonna come back to Mr. Grid here.
All right.
And let him off. But first, Mr. Grid, this is your favorite track. It features Jolie, who's like all over the album.
Yeah.
How
all over it?
Did you plan to have that many Jolie vocals on the album?
Actually, no. I actually had a couple other people that were in line for tracks, and I'm not going to name names, but they didn't deliver. So I had to go to who could produce the fastest and get the job done. And Jolie was great for that. And we came up with some really great stuff. So
especially you've got an amazing cover of what's his name?
Blinding Lights.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. That's another.
What an amazing cover she did.
Yep.
I also want to point out some of the other notable people you have on here. You got a synthwave vocalist, Roxy Drive is on there, which is
that's
super
right.
cool.
Totally forgot about Roxy Drive.
Yeah, Roxy.
Yeah, I tried to get her on there for months and stalked her on YouTube and saw how many covers she likes doing. I'm like, that's the key to Roxy Drive right there. And so I'm like, I pitched the cover for an 80s song with her, and
and stalking.
Yeah,
Stalking says
Rhythm is to get you. I can't see Roxy saying no to that. All right, let's play this track.
Yes.
From the album Parallax, this is Bending Grid with Mecha War featuring Jolie right here on Night Ride FM.
In a world of sparks and exploding steel, I stand tall, holding my shield. I'm a warrior, fierce and brave, on the battlefield. I lead my way from a distance.
there it is, little Mecha War Rendezvous with Bending Grid featuring Jolie. And yes, I will say, I think that this is probably one of my favorite of the album. I was just comparing it to Gunship. I know that's a tall thing to say, but the vocals,
for Gunship,
it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's just powerful vocals, and the production is just very well done. So congrats, just on a great album and putting so many just great tracks together in this one package. We love it.
So I gotta ask now, after all the work that you put in, because you've been busting your hump. Are you, now that this is out there, are you focusing on pushing the album, or are you sneakily working away on any new music?
I am. I do have a couple tracks already done.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I've got one with Jolie that's already finished, and one more kind of dreamy track that I kind of teased on socials, and I've got another track that needs vocals. I haven't been able to figure out that one yet, what I want to do with it. But I got something else coming down the line eventually. But for now, enjoy Parallax.
Enjoy. Yeah, so it's just great. You can get that on Bandcamp. And are there physicals on the way? Any possibility of that? Or
I did try to do a crowdfund on that. It didn't work out, but there might be some vinyl. I just have to save for it. So.
Yeah. It's definitely, especially considering being like an independent producer and everything. If you got like a label, they'll be like, all right, yeah, we can whip that up. And by the way, it'll be $20,000 in before you see a dime.
Yeah,
so
right.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not the best.
I'm not going to talk there. How much?
One thing,
cheap.
Our listeners, if you like this album, I've been posting the link throughout the chats all night. But if you like the album, add it to your Spotify playlist. Like, let's help the algorithm.
Yeah.
And snap it up on Bandcamp.
Help the
Tell
discovery.
your friends to snap it up on Bandcamp. Tell your friends to add it to their Spotify playlist, because this deserves serious cash flow coming in, so that we can get vinyls.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been saving all the Bandcamp sales. I mean, there haven't been many, but I've been saving that because that's helping save towards vinyl. That's what that's going to be used for.
That's
so
what
whoever buys the track on or buys it on Bandcamp, that's going towards vinyl.
Turbo Night does that. They always have the sales from the previous album push the next album, and that's just how they work. Because it's a labor of love, and that's sometimes that's the way to go. Just keep the music going, moving forward, and so good stuff. I think we're just getting about ready to wrap things up. We have a couple more tracks, I know, but what do we got, Jules?
Well, first of all, I want to say, Mr. Grid, where can people find you on socials? Obviously, with Bandcamp, it's just bendinggrid.bandcamp.com.
All right, so I'm on all the socials, but if you want to get more personal and chat, then that would be Instagram. I hang out there more.
Yeah, okay. Instagram seems to be like the thing.
Yeah, it seems to be the place for. I think it's just most people will by default have an Instagram account, whether they're active on Facebook or Twitter or Threads, they're gonna be on Instagram.
Right.
It's like Facebook, I just go on there for the groups, and that's it. And all the other ones I just repost, but Instagram I interact with.
Yeah, my biggest beef with Instagram is you can't reshare things because it's that whole proprietary art.
Yeah.
Unless you're using an alternate app.
Right, it's a whole to do.
Drives me nuts because all I'm here to do is retweet and reshout.
Jules is an amplifier. He's a happy amplifier.
Let me amplify.
That's what he does.
Very good. I got to do some shoutouts, by the way, to Pseudo Sensei and Boring Knight, who joined us in the IRCs, and over in the YouTube you got Dapper Beard and Phony B.
Very nice.
So thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much, guys.
I'm hearing. You know what? I'm hearing Rory's purring. Am I right?
Yes.
Karen's
got in my lap.
Karen's cat. You can hear purring from the next block.
That's amazing.
Anyways, Mr. Grid, we got to say thank you to you for sticking it out for 2 hours on the show, just over 2 hours, and also for the help in wrangling the talent from your album onto the show.
Yeah, it's good collection, just so many great artists, and a moment of discovery for me too, because just finding these new artists, I'm going to go and follow them, and I'm going to check out what they're doing. Even if it's more rock-based, it doesn't matter. We're a lover of music, and it all kind of comes full circle, every which way. But yeah, I dig all of the talents, and great cohesive album. Very good job.
Mr. Grid, thank you.
Thank you. And it's also great to have, Bad Guys Get Dead on here with me with their track. Their new album. I picked that one up.
That's right. Yeah.
As well as Jacket and Helsinki.
Right.
Helsinki.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just great peoples. I know we've been trying to play. We were supposed to play the Jacket track about 3 weeks ago, maybe even like a month ago. This is how backed up we are. We're not Car, and we can't put out like 60 songs in a night, but and then at the time they were like, we don't want to make it a premiere. We're like, okay, no problem. And then like things just kept happening, and better late than ever. That's what we like to say here at the State of Synth. But
all right,
banger tracks.
Mr. Grid, don't go anywhere. We're gonna say bye-bye behind this song, but I think Karin can lead us into this track.
Yeah, let's hear Karin's wonderful voice.
All right. Colorado artist Jacket and Swedish talent Neverman teamed up for this beautiful single that was released end of March. This is Us We Chose here on Night Ride FM.
right, and that was not Jacket and Neverman. Dennis messed up. So I had the songs mixed up, and it was 100% my fault because that's what I do. I can't pronounce names, and apparently I can't even play songs in order. So
that what you just heard, folks, that was from the newly released album by Pittsburgh artist Bad Guys Get Dead.
Yeah.
And it's called Capacitor, and he had a listening party last week?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Yes, and it's chock full of like cool classic synth and drum machine sounds. And that one, I think you hear the Roland 303.
Mm-hmm.
That good stuff.
Yeah, so that was Targa by Bad Guys Get Dead.
And seriously though, Karn, is your cat like on the mic? Because
no,
the purring is just out of control. I think that is.
Sorry.
No. I think it actually adds to the show. Especially with my terrible skills here at mixing and pronouncing names.
You gotta start another radio show, Karin, where it's just Rory purring into the mic in between songs.
I think that it would be like, because you could do like your smooth Karin Zoe Lee voice, and then you can have like, the smooth purring of the cat, and then like, I don't know, it has like a very like, 3 a.m. that kind of show that you listen.
Imagine your promo photos of you with your cat on your shoulder.
Right. Yes.
It's a win-win.
It's always a win-win when you have cats and sexy voices. So
Love it.
There it is. That's our new pilot, and you can enjoy.
Was Rory trying to lick your face?
No, he's just, whenever he sees me talking to anybody, he's like, I need to get in between that.
I need to get some of that.
Hysterian says purr wave.
Purr wave.
Everyone's calling it purr wave.
Yeah, that's it. That's our show. We want to thank Bending Grid and all the wonderful guests that came on the show. You can also check them out at bendinggrid.com/bandcamp or something like that. You know how to find that album.
Bendinggrid.bandcamp.com.
That's it.
And of course, all the artists we had tonight, Taa and Lucy Dreams and Barzon. You can find them on Instagram. That's the best way to see what the heck they're up to.
What all the cool kids are doing.
Yeah. And of course, Karin Zoe Lee, you know where to find her right here.
On Night Ride.
Speaking of, Karin, you have a show Thursday night.
I do.
And you've got some guests on.
I'm going to have a panel featuring Gray Stars, who's promoting his new album, Like Gravity. They're doing a crowdfunding thing, and he invited Giovok and Jacket onto the show, so that's my panel.
Love those guys. Giovok's cool as hell. And
is it going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time?
Yes, it is. 9 p.m. your time.
All right.
Very good.
I just want, Dennis, should we, first of all, quick shout out to Retro Hit Radio.
Yes, Retro Hit Radio. I said radio, but it's getting late. They're down in Australia/New Zealand. They're all over the place, just keeping it locked down in the down under. And you can get your favorite 80s music. You can also get a playback of this show every Sunday night at such and such schedule. You can go to what site?
retrohitradio.co.nz.
Yes, and check that out.
Yes, they're awesome. You can get your synthwave and 80s fix.
Yep. A couple ways to support the radio station and us if you like. Patreon.com/NightRideFM. You can also go to our website, which is thestateofsynth.com. Top right-hand corner is a little link that if you'd like to buy us a beer, feel free to go ahead and do that because you guys are great. We always appreciate the support, and we literally buy beer with the money that we collect. So it is a win-win. But we thank you for all the support.
I think it bought us a couple of beers in Tampa.
Oh my God, it totally did. We bought many beers, and that was a good time.
Many.
You can support Dennis and Jules' bad habits just by going to our website, and we appreciate that.
That's our show. We want to give a big thanks to our guests, Bending Grid, Barzon, Onan, Taa Flo, Karin, yourself, and of course, Lucy Dreams.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. I mean, you're not that far away technically on the interwebs.
It's true.
We have one more show next week featuring none other than The Midnight to wrap up the season.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Speaking
good
of
show.
The Midnight, we've been talking about this Parallax album all night. You have to check out Tea's cover of Vampires.
Yeah,
on the album.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And there's awesome covers throughout the album. Awesome original tracks.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna play you guys out with the track that should have played previously.
Before Dennis messed it up, yes.
Right. So here it is. This is Jacket, who's gonna be on Colin's show Thursday night, and Neverman with the track Us We Chose. From all of us here at Night Ride FM, that includes Dennis, Karin, and myself. Thank you, and have a great night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All alone by the dance floor, when you slowly came through the door, everyone they could always see, like fate, we were meant to be. They were just looking at me, baby. This was you and me, and then you slowly grabbed my hand. I was afraid to misunderstand. I never felt like this before. All has changed, we're not kids anymore. This is the first love. 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 Let's let the first love be your last love. Let's let the first love be your last love. Let's let the first love be your last love. Let's let the first love be your last love. Walking home side by side, only us and this rainy night. So take my hand, never let it go. We'll find a way. We are meant to be. Now hold me close, let's plan a secret runaway. Only you and me. Just take my hand, hold me close, make this love last. It's us we The way you look at me, this was forever my fantasy.